But if not, it's you have. Okay, so what do they call people who take things that don't belong to them? Huh? Steelers? No, that's in Pittsburgh. They're called the Pittsburgh Steelers. Isn't that cute? Begins with the letter T. Thief. See, very good. So if you take something, you're called a what? Thief, right? Okay. Third commandment says we're not to commit blasphemy. Don't take a holy God's name and use it like a four-letter filter. Have you ever done that? JCC, yeah. That's very dangerous, guys. Watch. In the Bible, he says, God will not hold that person guiltless who takes his name in vain. You gotta think about it. What did he do to you that you wouldn't want to use his name as a filthy word? Why not use Saddam Hussein or Adolf Hitler? They're the mean guys, not God. Does that make sense? And yet everybody we see walking around, you guys know, because you've used it, seems that cursing is like no big deal. So they're really going like this to God, aren't they? Now you know what he doesn't like. I mean, that'd be like me calling your mom every time I saw you a swear word. How would you like that? I hope you say no because you care for your mom. I'd have some kids come out and say, oh, I don't care, my mom's... No, I hope not, right? If you love your mom, you wouldn't do that. All right, last one. The seventh commandment says you're not to commit adultery. But before he answered, Jesus said, if you just look at another person and you lust after them, you've already committed adultery with them in your heart. Did you ever look at another person with lust, sexual desires? That's called adultery of heart. So what's your first name?
Amber.
Amber? Oh, that's cute. And?
Chelsea.
Chelsea. All right, so Amber, Chelsea on admission. We're going to give you a break with the whole name for it. You're a lying thief, a blasphemer, and an adulterer at heart. You didn't steal anything, so you're not a thief. But the other three. So now you got a problem. If you were to face God, this is your last night on planet Earth. You've been into breaking 4 of his laws. There's 6 more to go. Some drunk jumps the curb, kills us with his car. How do you think he would find you on that basis? Innocent or guilty? God's looking at you. The big plasma TV screen, everything you've ever done. Innocent or guilty? Huh? You got to get a little closer. I can't hear.
I said, is God supposed to love you because you're one of his children? I don't necessarily believe about this.
Is she saying she doesn't believe? I don't want to misinterpret. Help me up, sir.
She's saying because isn't God a loving God?
Oh, we're back to loving God. You're absolutely right. You're right. He is so loving that when those are his, that he's been adopted in the kingdom, come into heaven, he's not going to allow anyone who lied, stole, fornicated, blasphemed. You get it? That's the loving Father I want. He's going to protect us. He's not going to let all those people in. It doesn't make sense. Imagine the pedophile, rapists, they're going to be in heaven because he's the loving God. You guys have screwed up the word love. He's also a righteous God. He's a just God, and he's a holy God, and he can't be in the presence of one who sins. So let's go back again. What would he have to find you? Would you be innocent or guilty? It's a real simple question. You'd be guilty. You'd be honest. You'd be realistic, right? Yeah. You've broken God's law. Here you are in front of him. He's going to find you guilty. Now comes the scary one. Where then would he have to send you? Heaven or hell? Huh? So you're back to that again. So it's okay if you lie, shack up with a bunch of guys, fornicate, do whatever you want, and God's going to say, come on in because he's a forgiving God, and that makes you good? Come on, don't be real with this. You have to understand that part. God is a holy God. How can you say that? You have to understand that. Yeah, I know you didn't leave like most people do. But you haven't left. Here you go. Watch. You have to understand that. Come here. Think about it. He rightly...
What happens when you have a person that does all those bad things their whole life?
Not bad things.
No, they are bad.
No, they're not. It's called sin.
Yeah,
There's a big difference.
Well, I'll finish first. And then, so somebody's going to they're going to kill children, they're going to rape somebody, they're going to do all these bad things.
That person, right.
Maybe at their last dying bed, they ask somebody to forgive them, then they get to
somebody? No, they're going to hell. Because somebody can't forgive them. There's only one person. His name is Jesus Christ. So if he just asked somebody, he could ask Muhammad, he could ask Allah. You get it? Ain't going to work. He could ask Joseph Smith, ain't going to get him in. He could go to a priest, ain't going to work.
So why do you think God allows for things like that to happen to those kind of children and they're not?
Look, God didn't allow them to happen. Mankind did it on their own. See, we were born with this evil... Huh?
But he has the power to control things.
We're not robots. He's given us a free will. We're not robots. Right? Come on, you've got a free will. You think you could do what you want.
But he can do anything. He could have intervened.
He did. 2,000 years ago. See, so people like you don't get it. We've all broken God's law. Every one of us. Get it?
I get it. Don't give me so to answer. I'm just asking for reason's sake. I get it. I'm saying.
What do you get?
All right.
How many people have you shared with?
A lot of people.
Where?
Around the world.
You've been around the world?
Yeah,
that's awesome. Hey, I'd love to team up with you. If you've shared, I'd love to team up with you. No, we can't be together. Isn't that the love of God and Jesus? We love one another.